In today's English listening lesson, I will read a story to help improve your English listening skills. Well, hello, students. I hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to another episode of Parlay with Jay. Today, I have a B-3 English listening practice video. As always, use this video to practice your listening skills. If you want to study my longer English lessons, use the links in the description. After today's story, I'll have a simple conversation with you. I hope you join me then. Today, I have a story that I have titled Sweet Tooth Samantha. Samantha had always been known for her sweet tooth. In fact, it wasn't unusual for her to start her day with a donut or end it with a slice of cake. So when her brother announced he was getting married and mentioned there would be a dessert buffet, Samantha's excitement hit an all-time high. A whole buffet of desserts, she thought. This wedding is going to be legendary. On the big day, Samantha arrived wearing her best dress and even coming with a bigger appetite. While most guests were focused on the ceremony and catching up with family, Samantha's attention was locked on the towering table filled with every dessert imaginable. Macaroons, eclairs, truffles, and a chocolate fountain that seemed to be calling her name. As soon as the reception started, she made a beeline for the buffet. What began as a casual sampling turned into a full-on dessert frenzy. Samantha managed to pile her plate high with treats, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Guests began to notice her marathon of indulgence, and one even joked, "You're eating like there's no tomorrow." Samantha laughed and grabbed another eclair. But halfway through her 4th round of donuts, Samantha started to feel queasy. Her stomach churned like a washing machine on high speed. She began to get flush in the face as her cheeks turned red. She tried to play it cool, but her face began to turn pale. Her brother's new mother-in-law approached her asking if she was all right. Did she need to lay down or maybe go to the restroom? Samantha barely had time to nod before bolting to the ladies' restroom. Here's where things took a bizarre turn. On her way back, she tripped and accidentally knocked over the wedding cake. It was a 5-tier masterpiece that had taken hours to assemble. People gasped around the room as the cake toppled in slow motion. Samantha froze, horrified, as she was covered in buttercream, embarrassment, and regret. Not to mention, she was already feeling sick, having gone to the restroom and threw up. To her surprise, her brother burst out laughing. "Well, Sam," he said, wiping tears of laughter from his face, "at least you were part of a sweet memory at the wedding." Just at that moment, the photographer snapped a picture while she was laying on the ground with the wedding cake smushed in her face. The guests joined in, turning what could have been a disaster into a hilarious memory. Samantha vowed to lay off the sweets for a while, but deep down, everyone knew that was unlikely. As she rose to her feet, wiping the icing and the cream from her face with her hands, she began to laugh with the company that was there and began to dance and celebrate her brother's new wife. Oh, wow, what a story. Do you have a sweet tooth? Oh, my goodness. When I was younger, I definitely had a sweet tooth. I mean, I would eat all kinds of candy. And because I'm a thin man, for some reason, I never gained weight. So I have some of my friends now that I'm older, they always talk about how I can eat certain things and still remain slim. But I do try to watch my health, and I don't eat as much sweets as I used to. So I don't have a sweet tooth like I did when I was younger. Now, when I think about this story, there are a few phrases that we can talk about. Remember, Samantha said this wedding is going to be legendary. In other words, she was saying this is going to be great. Okay. The cake is described as towering. So it was very tall, enormous, incredibly big. Finally, remember when Samantha saw all of the desserts, and I said in the story, it turned into a full-on dessert frenzy? In other words, she saw something that she liked, and she would not allow anything to stop her from indulging in the sweets at the wedding. Well, that's going to do it for the vocabulary words and phrases that I wanted to talk about today. It's been a few days since I've done a story. I have had a lot going on in my life. You know, sometimes I would like to just go live and talk to you guys. Let me know if you would be interested in that, having English conversations over live randomly throughout the day. Sometimes I would like to do that, but I don't want to be like the teacher in the classroom that's reading or talking and no one is paying attention. So let me know what you guys think. Is that something you would like for me to add to the channel? Because that is one of the reasons I call it Parlay with Jay. I would love to hear your comments. Let me know down in the comments section. As always, I hope you have enjoyed today's quick English lesson. And if you have enjoyed it, share it with a friend that's trying to improve their English. And I hope you join me next time.